2 o'clock. It's Rob with Echo Fine Properties, and we're back previewing another local business in our community. A wonderful, wonderful business, a wonderful man that has been highlighting South Florida for over 25 years. And if you can't see, look behind me here, LivingFLA.com. Business promotion, event promotion, social media management, web design, event consulting. Cary Roman, he's a guy behind the scenes that put us in touch with your guys. One of our favorite videos we've seen up to date is Potions in Motion. Sexy Chef and Jason over there. That's one of Cary's clients, and he's the guy that put us in touch with them. And I'm going to throw it right out now to real estate agent Debbie Gross with Echo Fine Properties there on the bottom. Say, hey, Debbie.
Hey there.
And Mr. Cary Roman, hat and all. I like the look. It's that.
Good to see you guys. Yeah, the hat. I'm like the invisible man if I take my hat off.
See, so we're keeping on. It's all right. It's Miami Vice style. I like it. So, Cary, you know, you're very well known in the community down south, Palm Beach County South. There, Delray and Boynton and Boca and all the places down there. So, tell us a little bit more for people that don't know what LivingFLA.com is. Give us a little insight. What is this business? What do you do?
Okay, so basically we promote local business, everything from events to business to nonprofit events. We work with a lot of food and wine events. So it might be easier to understand if I tell you like a little bit about like how we started. So we started off actually faxing out local events and restaurant specials in downtown Delray. So if everybody remembers what a fax machine is, we were the go-to guys. So we were faxing out Chamber of Commerce information. We worked with 3 or 4 local chambers. So obviously that faded away. So we jumped on the internet and email. So now we're kind of the go-to people to promote. People need quick, good promotion. We have over 10,000 Facebook fans that follow us who look for events. And our list right now is over 5,000 email subscribers. So people like following us because we have a curated list of fun and interesting events.
So, Cary, my question to you is, my first question to you is, what is Living Florida focusing on now? Because you just told us about what you've been doing, but what are you focusing on now?
Good question. So now we are kind of getting down to basics because it's an unknown time, unknown territory of finding, you know, it's just, everyone's still trying to figure it out. You know, we just opened in Palm Beach County for restaurants, and there's not a lot of, you know, information on how to move forward. So what I'm finding is a lot of the restaurants were closed for a while, so they're needing to update their websites, their Facebook pages, Instagram, and that's what I'm recommending, you know, getting down to basics. A lot of restaurants still haven't updated their hours of operation on Facebook and Instagram and their websites. So we like, you know, we're all about informing people. So we're trying to get the restaurants to inform their customers and just update their information.
So what then are you doing right now to help your clients?
So right now we are letting the public know what their new hours are, that they're even open. A lot of, you know, places are still, a lot of, you know, people are unsure what's open. So we work with our clients to get the word out. We're posting it wherever we can, on Facebook, Instagram. We have a large following, so there's some groups on Facebook that have been great, so we've been posting to their sites. And then just really keeping in touch with them day to day. You know, I always have a call at the end of the day or in the morning to find out how everything went. You know, are people coming in? Are people ordering? What they're ordering? Because that tells me how to focus my advertising.
Well, and can you tell us, do you have any idea the status of some of the local events at all? I mean, do you have any idea?
I have an idea that no one has an idea. That's my best information. I spoke with somebody today who was really in the know on local events, who helps plan them, and everything is just up in the air. You know, phase 1 is just started, and hopefully, we'll make it through this phase. But there's, I believe, 3 phases before we can even think about, having larger events. So the best thing I could say, and this is what I've been posting on Facebook, is just be safe, adhere by the guidelines. The better we behave now, the less each phase will last. So, that's what we have to do.
Right. Well, I know that I can attest to the fact that I've gotten your newsletter for years. Cary and I have known each other for quite a few years.
Even before you moved here, right?
Yes. And I mean, we've known each other so long, we can't even remember how we met. And actually, while I was in Atlanta, I was getting your newsletter. So tell me a little bit about I know about your newsletter, but Rob does, I think Rob may be getting it now, but if you'll let everybody know about your newsletter and what a great service. I mean, I've gone to great events because of your newsletter.
Thank you. So our newsletter goes out once or twice a week, depending on how many events we have and what new things we have to tell people. Right now, it's kind of focused on our local restaurant clients, but during, regular times, we've got business events, family events, cultural events, singles events, sometimes interesting public information. So it's, we do sell advertising on there. We have specials for nonprofits where it's either complimentary or a very low price. So it's a good curated source of information. It's things that I like and a lot of my friends like. And like I said, people have been getting it in one form or another for, over 25 years. We used to send out our fax every day or every week with local restaurant information, chamber information. So every once in a while I'll meet people who say, I used to get your fax. So it's kind of interesting.
One question for you, Cary, and we talked about this before, and Debbie knows this also. It's a tough time for a lot of business owners, and we know this. Restaurants have been closed. They've been doing their best to reinvent themselves, I call it, like we're doing here in the real estate world. Reinvent themselves by doing curbside pickups in different creative ways. Jason from Potions in Motion with the Mother's Day in a box, and now the Father's Day in a box, and different ways to recreate themselves. What would be your message to the restaurant business owners out there that, just to stay relevant and to remain active on social media, and what's your message to those business owners, that community, I guess?
Sure. Well, like I said, we're all still figuring it out, but at the very least, just get down to basics and keep people informed. Even though we were closed for a time, the restaurants were closed, we still did some messaging for our clients, wishing them, happy Passover, happy Easter. People are just craving information right now and attention. So, people have their favorite restaurants, so they like to see what's happening. Even if you're closed, any information is good for the public, and it keeps you relevant in their mind.
And Cary's done this, like I said, for over 25 years now, promoting South Florida businesses, restaurants. I mean, Cary, I got some pictures that you sent me. So behind me, I got this, I don't know I'm not a car guy, but that's a beautiful, nice looking car there. What's this from?
So this is from Concours d'Elegance. I think that's from 2 years ago, which is a big fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club. They have that at the Boca Resort. So I think this year, that year, I think Jay Leno was the entertainment. So it's a three-day event. They have Friday night is a big cocktail party. Saturday is the gala, and then Sunday is the lawn party, where they have hundreds of cars like this. I mean, amazing, immaculate classic cars.
And you help promote this. This is what you do. Oh, sorry, there goes my dogs.
Yeah, that's one of the things we do for the public. That's a complimentary promotion. So, this is actually, I think this is Dinner en Blanc from a few years ago. It's a worldwide event that they pick a secret location, and everyone dresses in white and shows up at the party with picnic baskets, and it's an interesting, fun event. This is from the opening of I Pick Theater in Del Rey. So this was probably one of the biggest and most elaborate opening parties I've seen. They had
So not only do you get to promote these events, you get to have some fun too. I mean, come on,
yeah,
be
of course, why
honest. You
not?
get to have a little fun.
Yeah, and
Have a little.
I take pretty detailed photos. So there's, if you go onto my Facebook page and click on photos, you'll see thousands of photos from these events. So this event had lobster flowing. It had champagne. It was a really well done event. And these are just people who were walking around dressed up.
You got a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Again, for those just
So
those just joining us, Cary Roman.
If you go
Go
back,
ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
that was the annual Halloween party at the Addison, and that's like a must-go-to event for Halloween. They go over the top in their decorations.
So Cary Roman, owner of LivingFLA.com. He's been in this area. He promotes this area he's been doing it for over 25 years now. Here's his, let me move out of the way so you can see the wording. Business promotion, event promotion, social media management, web design, and event consulting. He does it all. He's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to restaurants, the local businesses in Delray Beach, Boca Raton, all down there.
Yeah, we actually reach from Jupiter down to Miami. So there are a few events we'll promote up there.
And wait,
go ahead, Debbie.
Rob, because I want to tell you, I know you've shown all these elaborate events that Cary has done and promoted, but there's also smaller ones that I went to actually when I first came to Florida that I loved. Meisner Park shows movies in the amphitheater. And Cary had told me, I found it on his newsletter. They were showing Bohemian Rhapsody at Meisner Park in July, something like that. And so I went out there. I didn't really know anybody and went out there and just sat outside in the air. And of course, in Meisner Park, it was great. Everybody's singing along because who doesn't know the songs to Bohemian Rhapsody and or to the movie. And it was just so much fun. So even though you have all these elaborate events, you also promote something, well, not at Meisner Park, it's not small, but it's just that it's a free event.
Yeah, a lot of community events. Meisner Park has a great program for complimentary concerts during the, cover, what are they called? Cover bands. Yeah, once the events start, you'll see lots of them on our website. Plus, remember, Debbie has come to a few of my speed business networks. So we not only do we promote other people's events, we host our own networking events.
Yes, and I've been to quite a few. So Cary does this really fascinating thing that's a speed business networking, which is kind of on the premise of speed dating. But what's so great about it is that you just talk to another business owner for a couple of minutes and then he blows a whistle or whatever it is, and then you move on to the next person. But what's so great about that is we all know you go to networking events and sometimes you just get stuck talking to someone that spends 15 minutes talking about themselves and they don't let you say a word. And what's so great is you get to meet all these people, you find out about their business. It's 3 minutes, it's 1.5 minutes for each of you to talk about what you do. And then you go to the next person and it's a lot of fun. And I have actually met a lot of great people at these events.
That's a great idea, Cary. I like that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to that. They're more intimate events. They average between, I'd say, 10 and to 35 people, but you really do get a chance to meet everyone.
What's one of the events that you've hosted over the past 25 years or helped with that is very memorable to you that you remember and it's just stuck in your head? I'm sure you have so many. You have a lot for 25 years. But
yeah.
Any specific ones?
Well, ones that I've actually done, and unfortunately we're not doing it right now, but Grapes on the Green, it was part of the Allianz Golf Tournament. So me and actually Jason from Potions in Motion took it over about 3 years ago. And we took an event that was fading to bringing it back to, it was kind of the party of the year. It was on the golf course at the old course of Broken Sound. And we had about 500 people there, probably about 5 or 6 restaurants, open bar. And it was just a blast. So it was satisfying knowing that I brought in all these people, all the vendors, and it was a successful event. So,
Any celebrities that you've met over the years that have been kind of cool that you've maybe ran into during your?
I got to shake Dennis Hopper's hand once. That was.
They're gonna say Dennis Rod. They're gonna say Dennis Rodman at first.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be bragging about that. Yeah, my friend Randy, who Debbie is also good friends with, used to run the Palm Beach International Film Festival, so she brought in lots of celebrities.
Very nice.
And that event, it was like a world-class event with all kinds of stars.
Yeah.
And then my food and wine events, I get to meet a lot of winemakers and food and wine people.
So like I said, Kerry, you get the best of both worlds. It's a job, but it's fun, and you get to interact with people and meet all these business owners. And it's a tough time right now for a lot of local business owners, local restaurants. But Kerry is out there in the forefront, still highlighting. I mean, the bluefish. Me and Debbie did a video with the bluefish a few weeks ago.
We love Todd.
Todd Lawrence, Boca Raton, Potions in Motion have been on. They're supposed to be on in a little bit here. He's been on a bunch of times already promoting his business through Kerry. Kerry set this up. So if you're a local restaurant, a local business owner, you're watching this right now, or you watch this at a later time, give Kerry a ring, 561-271-8210, or check his Facebook page out. They can call you, email you, I'm sure. If you're interested in any type of promotion for your business. I know it's a tough time right now. I know you may be closed, but things will pass, and it's going to be a road. It might be a bumpy road, but we'll get through it with guys like Kerry, leading the way. And Kerry, what would what's the best way to? You're that local restaurant right now, okay, and you're closed. And I call you up and I say, hey, Kerry, I've got the best Italian food in Palm Beach Gardens, but I'm closed right now. I had to lay off my staff. How can you help me?
Oh, that's a tough one. I've found that some of the restaurants that kind of have been sticking it out and open throughout are chef-owned restaurants. So they have a little bit of advantage because they can, pretty much run the place, with the chef and maybe one or two other people. So, I don't have all the answers, but I think, start small. Like you said, if you have the best pizza or best cupcakes, just start off small with those and put it out there, because there are people that will come. Like I said, your clients are just hungry for information and to know what you're all about, and people really do want to help.
What type of guy, I know what type of guy you are, but what type of person and guy is someone getting when they hire Kerry to help them?
Someone who really loves what he does. And first of all, I kind of have to love your product or what you do to kind of, really get into the work. And I'm lucky enough where I found that with all of my clients. So communication, I pretty much say it like it is. And, I'm just lucky enough to find people who I can really connect with. I'll stay up late, I'll do extra stuff. And, I have been doing a lot of extra things, from graphic design to helping people. One of the things I'd like to mention, besides your Facebook, some of these restaurants haven't updated their Open Table yet. Open Table, a lot of restaurants rely on it, and they have a special now where it's pretty much free for the next few months. So they haven't really let everyone know, but if you use Open Table, they have some really good opportunities to get people into your restaurants.
So that's a good tip out there if
That's
your business owners are
great
watching
tip.
right now. That's a great tip. I wouldn't
I
even
was
have
actually on
thought
the
that.
phone with Open Table yesterday, and they picked up the phone and they were very happy to talk about their products. They charge anywhere from 25 cents to $1 per person that reserves through their service. So, if you're trying to help out the restaurants, Open Table is great, but it might be better to call the restaurant directly, save them $1 a person.
And not only Cary with you, you're going to get professionally done images and things that are done with it's not just throwing something out there and slapping it on there and saying, here, it's Taco Tuesday and it's this crappy looking picture with these ugly looking wording and all this stuff. You take the time and the energy to build beautiful content that is eye-catching and helps these businesses promote themselves on social media, because God knows nowadays social media is king when it comes to promoting a business.
Especially now, everybody's relying on it. And like I said, I've been putting ads together for people, and some of that, I was just thinking about this the other day, goes back to my days of faxing. You have one fax paper, and I would set up these small ads that would all fit on one page of faxing. And as I'm designing these ads for people, I'm designing ads for people that are using the socially distant supper club, and everything has to fit in there so it's legible and makes an impact. So I actually enjoy doing that.
And I was going to say, you've seen the change over 25 years doing this, and where technology has taken us. I mean, I remember the days I worked in the television industry for 10 years, and things have changed and adapted there. Everything's digital now. So no one's getting home at 6 o'clock and joining around well, maybe now because everyone's home, but getting home and watching the news right at 6 o'clock on TV. They're on their phones, they get it. The newspapers, God bless them, but not many people are buying the newspaper anymore. So there's different ways that you've adapted in your 25 years. And it looks like we got Jason joining us there too, but the way you've adapted your business and helped out these local restaurants and local businesses. And I just got to commend you for the work that you do and continue to do.
And I have to thank you. I mean, what you're doing is awesome. It's
what's up, Cary?
Hey, Jay, how are you?
Wow, nice hat. Very good.
Thank you.
Tommy Bahama, yeah.
You need to put your phone down a little bit. Okay.
So for those just joining us, you guys probably know Jason now. This is, I think, his third stint on our Facebook Live. And Cary, this is one of Cary helped set this up with Jason, built this relationship. Hey, Jason, quick question for you.
Sure.
Give me some good words about Cary. You don't have to give me the bad things about him. I know there's now. Tell me what type of guy Cary is and the work that he does to promote local businesses.
Cary knows everybody, and I met him about probably 13 or 14 years ago when I started this business, and he had this website. He was I remember he was faxing orders around people, which anybody that's going to sit in front of a fax machine. Anybody that's going to sit in front of a fax machine and send orders to people, I said, this guy's got a lot of heart here. So I've been with him from the beginning, and he's helped do a lot of social media stuff when social media was just starting with me. And he helped promote every business that I've started, from this one to future ones to ones that have come and gone. He's a really good friend and a very loyal guy. And he's got a really good business sense when it comes to trying to get people promoted and make people money. Get the word out.
And we were just talking with Cary before you joined on about it's a tough time for a lot of businesses out there, a lot of restaurants out there, and reinventing yourself like you guys have been doing. Reinventing yourself. What would you tell other business owners in the Delray Beach, anywhere, Palm Beach Gardens, Jupiter, all the way down to Boca Raton? Why a guy like Cary could help them in their business. I know it's tough right now for a lot of these places, but why LivingFLA.com can be a good stepping stone to help you with your business?
Well, I mean, he deals with a lot of restaurants. So, I mean, that business has kind of been had to be reset. So, there's no better time than now to try and get the word out on new promotions that you're doing or new ways that restaurants are trying to evolve. He does a lot of stuff with events, and I'm sure as soon as people get the green light in phase 1, 2, 3, or whatever freaking phase allows you to go out and have the green light to party, he knows all those things. He's dialed in with a lot of special events. He's done a lot for the city of Boca and the city of Delray. We've been doing events with him like Boca Bacchanal for, I don't know, maybe a decade. I mean, just good quality events that have good exposure.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Cary,
Jason is the one who really knows everybody. He's the one who dialed in.
Yeah,
So,
Kerry knows how to get to them via email, though.
or fax, right? You still know how to use that fax machine or what?
Yeah, maybe we'll bring the fax back. Maybe we'll do a full reset. We'll start faxing.
So-
again. You know, people are bored. They got nothing to do. They can walk over to the fax machine.
So I'll say again, Debbie met Cary. It's funny how things work. Debbie met Cary, I met Cary, we met Jason, and now Jason, you've become like a fixture on this little mini TV show that I call this. And you're here today. Cary told me bring Jason on. We got to bring him on. Okay, so Mother's Day in a Box is done.
Sold out.
Jeff-
227 orders. Sold out.
Jeff, the owner, Jeff, ordered one of those. He said it was fantastic, amazing. The food was fantastic, the flowers, everything. The presentation was just just amazing.
It was a great deal. You want to see what we're working on right
What are we
now?
working on
Let me show you. I'm
now?
gonna spin this thing around. They're not going to get the sexy chef right now, but what you are going to get is the next project that we're doing, which is called Craft Cocktails in a Box. And we're over here today filming. This is Graciano, who does all of our web and video footage.
What's up,
This
man?
is Marcos Echevarria, which is our top mixologist, been working for us for 14 years. This is one of my bars out in West Del Rey that's closed right now, obviously due to the pandemic. But what we're doing today is we're shooting live action videos that we're going to be doing every week for our craft cocktail boxes.
Say that again. Craft cocktail.
We lost you, Jason.
And what you do is you go online, you pick cocktailboxes.com.
Okay.
Am I back?
Yep, you're back.
So what we're doing today is we're doing a video shoot. So every week you'll have a selection of cocktails that people can choose on the web, and then it'll pair with some sort of food experience. And you get that delivered right to your front door. It's $59. The cocktails will come with video, so you can see how to make them yourselves if you like, or you can get them pre-made. And it's just something neat to do. It's a good thing to send as a gift, and just something different. So that's kind of the next thing that we're doing before we get into Father's Day in a Box, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But Craft Cocktail Boxes is launched today. So we're filming the video footage now, and there you go.
Got the image
So you can
behind
order
me.
Yep. And you pick everything out. It's real simple. You got 7 right now. Every week there's 7 different cocktails online. You get to pick 3 pairs of cocktails. Plus you get a platter of food shipped to your front door for $59. So it could be for 4 people, 2 people, 6 people. Just a nice change. It's a good gift to send somebody. All the drinks come in sealed mason jars. All the platters come ice cold, ready to eat. And it's the food and the drinks will be changing every week. So you'll see the video footage now of how the cocktails are made. So there's going to be some video collateral that goes along with it. So if people want to really learn how to make the drinks, like today we're doing a smoky old fashioned with burnt cedar chips. All those videos we're then going to upload to YouTube, and there'll be a link. So once you buy the craft cocktail box and it gets to your house, you'll be able to go online to YouTube and dial in and see step by step how the drink was made. So it's almost like another educational twist on, something to, it's just something interesting to do.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome.
Change that every week, Jason? Then every week it'll be something different.
Every week, new food, new drinks every week.
Okay.
So it could possibly turn into a subscription service for the real good boozers.
and then you have Father's Day in a Box. Is that
Right?
the next?
So today at my warehouse guys hate me right now. We received 297 igloo coolers on wheels, rolling igloo coolers. So we have almost 300 igloo coolers there. What we're doing is we're creating a full barbecue package that's going to come complete with a 38 quart igloo cooler on wheels right to your door. It'll include everything for Dad's barbecue, from hot dogs, hamburgers, grilled chicken, potato salad, cold pasta salad, 2 cigars for Dad, a cigar cutter, 4 craft cocktails, 4 bottles of craft beer, all on ice. So the whole thing arrives. So you've heard me in the past, all you got to do is get the ice. We're even giving you the ice this time. So now you even get the ice. So it's even more simple. All you need is a barbecue grill or an oven.
Oh my God. So I told you already. I texted you. I said, I want one.
You're going to get the first one. Right,
All
you get
right.
the first one. Same price as Mother's Day, $99. It includes the $45 cooler you get to keep.
Incredible. Yeah.
Incredible deal.
Jay, tell us about the chicken, the fried chicken.
So Thursday, yeah, we're running low on that one. Thursday, we got a fried chicken in a box special Thursday night. You got to go online and read the description. Want to say plethora batter dipped, enormous portions of fried chicken for 4 people. It comes with country sides, comes with warm hot apple pie cobbler with a caramel drizzle or something, comes with 4 smoky old fashions. The whole thing, again, I believe it's $59 delivered to your house for a family of 4, drinks included, and that's fried chicken in a box this Thursday night.
Jesus, man, I'll tell you what, Kerry, this guy, it's just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, and it's
He knows
just
how to do it.
incredible. It's incredible products, it's incredible service. We don't have the sexy
I have a
chef today, which is fine, but go ahead,
He's
Debbie.
there.
When does
Yeah, he's at the warehouse. Hey, Debbie.
when does the sushi start?
Sushi starting this weekend on Saturday night. So we're pacing. We got to kind of pace everything out because we're starting to, not get overwhelmed, but we're starting to get inundated with orders where, we're trying to just kind of focus on different things at certain times, keep things spiced up for people. Sushi will go live for delivery starting maybe Friday, but Friday or Saturday night it goes live.
Okay.
So that's this upcoming weekend.
And I noticed that I've now started to follow this sexy chef on social media, and he had a image today with Warren Sapp, which I was like, whoa, Warren Sapp, man, look at that. I haven't heard of him.
Right, Sapp stopped by my office this morning about 10 o'clock, 10:30 before he went fishing. He stops in to get some nice fresh fried chicken in a box, takes it on a boat, gives us a couple of shout outs. He's one of our favorite all-star pro linebacker, pro football, client and friends. He comes by at least once a week. Great guy. Big fan of all of our food. And we sent him out with a full boatload today. Literally, he's on the boat fishing right now.
That's funny. Yeah, I saw that was incredible. I think Jason put he really likes the sexy wangs too, the ones that are behind me here. He's a big fan of the sexy wangs.
He put those wangs on the map.
Yeah,
those are great.
But again, Jason, between yourself and the Cary, the work you guys are doing down there, it should just be commended, and it should if other business owners are watching this right now, other restaurants, got to reinvent yourself, got to figure out a way to do it, make it happen. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's tough. We had a big week last week between Cinco de Mayo and Mother's Day. And today we do payroll. And I'm happy to say today that we wrote almost $38,000 in payroll checks today.
That's
And
great.
that was close to almost 50 people on the payroll today. It was a busy week with the 2 holidays in there, but that was a very big thing. A lot of people were very happy to get back to work. And so that was big for us. Big week of payroll. We don't normally have a payroll that big in May. So that was probably our largest May payroll we've ever had in a week.
And Jason, for people that are interested in this craft cocktails in a box or Father's Day in a box coming up, or any of your specials, what's the best way for them to find it, to check it out?
Just go to dinnersinmotion.com. Dinners with an S, inmotion.com. Everything is there. When you get to that page, you'll see all the different specials. You'll see Father's Day. You'll see craft cocktail boxes. You'll see the sexy market. You'll see the Dinners in Motion. It's getting into now a site where it's, everybody's steering into that site. And then depending on what you want and what you're looking for, from, saku block raw tuna all the way to fried chicken in a box, it's all right there.
Awesome.
All right, guys, I got to run. I got to get back to this photo shoot.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Jay.
It was nice checking in with you guys.
Thanks, Jason.
Rob, I'm
we'll
looking forward to next week. I'm going to be juggling the knives next week. Don't forget.
Yes.
All right. See you later. So there's a client of Cary's right there.
Yeah, I actually work for Jason also. So he's, he's a client and he's my boss for some things. So amazing guy.
Amazing.
Hardworking guy. And I actually tell my clients, I'm like, if you want to watch how someone reinvents themselves, definitely someone to take a look at.
I agree. And Debbie, we've seen it. We've seen it's
Right.
amazing. All these different things in a box. You hear it, you're like, what is that? But it's amazing. And he's making videos with drinks, and it's I gotta tell you, it's great stuff. And Cary's been doing this too for over 25 years. He knows this area. He knows the restaurant scene. He knows the night scene, the party scene, whatever you want to call it, just the scene in general, the
yeah.
business scene.
Yeah.
And he's a wealth of knowledge and a person that can help you. And again, it's tough times we're in right now, but he can help you. So, Cary, what's the number? Let me find if I can pop it back up here. What's the best way for people to get in contact with you?
They can call me at 561-271-8210, and I will pick up.
And you can check out his website, LivingFLA.com. Very simple, LivingFLA.com.
Yeah, and also check out our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/LivingFLA, LivingFLA. And there's a lot of interesting stuff on there. And look at the pictures. The pictures go back probably like 5, maybe even 10 years. And, it's just so many interesting events. I just can't wait for them to start up again.
Awesome. Well, listen, Debbie Gross with Ecofine Properties. She met Cary. I met Cary. We met Jason. It's that revolving circle here it's awesome. And Debbie, what can you say about Cary before we get off with him? What can you say?
I want to say something about Debbie.
Go ahead.
One of my favorite kind of stories of knowing when my events work is when people meet each other and become friends. So Debbie actually met a couple really good friends at I think her first Speed Business Network.
Yes, exactly.
And then we've all become friends since then. So I love bringing people together.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
And Debbie, what do you think about Cary? He's a pretty good guy. So I'll tell you what, he's got a wealth of knowledge.
It's fun for me because he's got so many different kinds of events. You can do the over the top, getting all dressed up, to the very casual, sitting in casual clothes, sitting out in the amphitheater at Meisner Park watching a movie. So I like the whole gamut of different things because different times we're in we're in a mood for different things. And so sometimes it's fun to get all dressed up. And sometimes it's fun to just be casual. So
I almost wore a tie today because I thought Jeff was going to be on.
I like the Miami Vice look. I like that. Listen, but in all honesty, when everything, hopefully when we get from phase 1 to phase 2 to phase 3 to whatever phase it is, when it's back to normal, I'd love to come down and check out one of your events. And
oh, definitely, you're invited anytime.
I think the work you do is incredible, and people in the community. I mean, you're very well known, but for those of you who don't know, Cary Roman, LivingFLA.com. Check it out. Call Cary. He can help you out. If he can't help you out, he'll let you know. But I'm sure he can find a way to help you out. But just give him a call. He'll talk him. He's got some great stuff that he's producing for local restaurants in the area. Great content, ways to stay relevant during this time when a lot of places are closed. It's about remaining relevant and showing people that you still exist and you're still out there and you haven't moved to Timbuktu and you haven't rolled over. You're here. So Cary, thanks again. Say that again.
People just want information. They're sitting at home, a lot of them, and they a little bit of promotion or information will go a long way.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, I want to thank you, Cary, for joining us this afternoon. And Debbie, as always, thank you so much. We'll be back at 3:00 today with a local plastic surgeon, Lichtenstein Plastic Surgery in Palm Beach Gardens. Jeff Lichtenstein, and it's no relation. It's Lichtenstein and Lichtenstein that will be joining us today. So Jeff will be on with that. I guess we're going to talk about plastic surgery. I don't know. We're going to find out. But another local business, a very well-known plastic surgeon in our area, will be joining us at 3:00. So for Cary Roman from LivingFLA.com and Debbie Gross from Ecofine Properties, thanks so much for watching.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Bye.
See you, Cary. See you guys.